Memorial Day weekend is fast approaching, and with that weekend comes a lot of fun events. A lot of people get together. A lot of families and friends come together to celebrate the start of summer. It's a pretty big weekend usually. A lot of families go out to the beach, get out of the house, a lot of barbecues, and with that, a lot of people like to crack open a couple of cold ones. And because the sales are so low, Bud Light is ramping up their coupon campaign and literally giving away free beer. This is insane. No, why are they doing this? I'm going to tell you why they're doing this. That way, they can make it look like sales were up. They were just fine during Memorial Day, which I'm guessing is probably like a beer company's Christmas. So they were up. They were moving. Look, investors, we were still selling the same amount of beer, even though we were giving away $15 for a $15 case. Now through May 31st, Bud Light is advertising a summer rebate to make your Memorial Day weekend easier to enjoy. Sure, that's exactly why they're doing it. Where customers who purchase a 15-pack or larger of Bud Light, Budweiser, or Select, or whatever brands they have, will receive a $15 rebate. So if you buy 15 beers, you get $15. How much is a case? Okay, for reference, a 15-pack of Bud Light is listed for $12.99 on Target's website. Ooh, Target. I bet it is. Wow, that's crazy. So, literally, you get free beer and $2. $15 for a $13 product. So, they're giving you $2 and 15 beers. Please drink our product. We beg you. Now, this isn't even the interesting story here. This is funny that they're literally now giving you money, but they still don't know their audience because, well, men don't use coupons. Yes, I'm sure a couple do, but for the most part, a lot don't. I don't think I've ever used a coupon in my life. Probably dumb move. Probably would have saved a ton of money. But I've never clipped them out and used them. I'm sure I should have, and I would have saved money, but I just haven't. So there you go on that. Now, this isn't the funny story. Even they literally can't give this shit away. And because of the big beer sales that are coming this weekend, and there's going to be a lot of them because it's Memorial Day. People can be out on boats and at the beach and hanging out, grilling. I want to have some beer. And because of that, they're all going to grab Coors and Miller, particularly Coors, because guess what? Guess who's benefiting the most from all of this? Coors Light. Molson Coors' success has been unparalleled across the industry, suggesting the nation's third largest brewer is the prime beneficiary of the Anheuser-Busch woes. But with the increase in sales comes a need for increased supply, which major brewers like Molson Coors may or may not be ready for this summer. You can't just flip a switch and make beer, Schumacher said. Beer is brewed. It takes, at least a couple of weeks to make. So they haven't had major supply issues yet. But we're about to hit Memorial Day, and we could probably see some supply shortages there. In a statement, Molson Coors told Newsweek, "We have had enough Miller Light and Coors Light to ensure inventory remains healthy through the holiday weekend and into the summer. It's what happens after Memorial Day, however. That's the real question. Keep in mind, this is the beginning of the beer selling season. We sell beer in the third quarter, and we're about to hit Memorial Day. With these trends, it's starting to be material for AB's bottom line, at least in the United States and North America," which is where they have their primary sales, by the way. So Coors is benefiting the most. But this is actually a really good point. Really good point. You might have beer shortages. Well, shortages on everything but Bud Light. Because nobody wants to drink this shit. Imagine bringing a case of Bud Light to a party. You're walking in. You got your big old pack of Bud Light. Everybody looking at you weird. It's like that picture. You ever seen that? I don't know what it's actually called, but there's a meme where it's like there's these two cute young girls like holding drinks, and then you see the rest of the party behind them, and they're like looking at you in disgust. That's the reaction you're going to get when you walk in with a case of Bud Light at some barbecue or a party. They're going to be like raising eyebrows at you and starting to ask you questions about like your sexuality and stuff as you're walking in with Bud Light. Oh boy. Fun times indeed. Yeah, this could really be a problem because as pointed out there at that statement I read, they didn't know this was going to happen. Nobody knew this was going to happen. It takes a couple of weeks, and they might have upped their stock a little bit. But the fact remains, how do you prepare for that? Because nobody thought this was going to go on that long. So they have a forecast for how much they should make. All companies do this. It's the way, you don't have a surplus and you waste money. So you have all of this product that will probably sell out mostly during the weekend. I could see some areas having a shortage. I don't think it's going to be nationwide, but I think you could see supply chain problems because there's a lot of people not buying Bud Light to account for it. They're going to have to take other beers. This shit's going to be said. They can't give it away. No one's going to grab this, except maybe like homeless people. But I don't even think they want to drink this. They're like homeless drunks, They drink anything but Bud Light. Don't give me the Bud Light. I don't want that. I still have standards, So, yeah, I do think that this could be a problem. Will it be a problem? I don't know. But this will be interesting to watch because this is the biggest beer drinking season. The summer is the biggest. Everyone wants to have an ice cold brew, relax, hang out with people. And, it's the time where people drink the most. And I do think this could be an issue. Because they didn't account for this because everybody thought this would probably be over by now. So this will be a really interesting weekend to watch when it comes to Anheuser-Busch and stock and stuff. And people are going to be, like, if there's shortages, people are going to be posting pictures like crazy. This is going to be the big one because also a lot of analysts were saying that Anheuser-Busch could lose their top spot this weekend. So we'll see. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. How do you feel about this? Do you think there'll be shortages? What are your thoughts? Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.